Welcome to the Jim Florentine Comedy Metal Midgets podcast on riotcast.com. This week's podcast is going to be awful slang words. I don't even know what number I'm up to. It doesn't really matter. They keep coming in more and more every day. People being corny, trying to cut corners, saying less words. I don't know why. I guess everybody's in such a rush. Everybody can't say I'm shaking my head. They have to write SMH. All this other bullshit. I don't understand what's going on. They can't say whatever. They say whatevs. No man should ever say the word whatevs. Think about it. Like, a lot of girls use it. I'll be talking to a hot chick, and she's like, whatevs? And I just let it slide because she's a hot chick. I shouldn't, but I'm also single, please. But no guy should go whatevs. If you hear a man say that, just call him out. Call him out. Please. It just... whatevs. I don't get it. Oh, this is going to be a good one coming up. It's, because it's football season, right? And, people just like sit on the couch and watch football all day. And instead of tailgating, you go outside the stadium. It's a good bonding experience. I got no problem with that. I don't like pre-gaming. I don't like that at all. But I don't mind, hey, go in the park like a tailgate. It makes sense. You fucking, open the gate of your fucking trunk, your car, your station wagon, whatever you got. You Winnebago and you hang out. You hang out with buddies, you drink, you eat food. I got no problem with that, but it's morphed into couch gating. Because he just sat on the couch all day. I couch gated today. That's a big one around Thanksgiving, too, because, you watch football all day. So that's a watch for that one coming up around Thanksgiving. Couch gating. When someone posts that or says that, just write back or tell them, like, what does that mean? Just play dumb. That's the best when you play dumb. When people say these fucking awful slang words and you just play dumb. What is that? I don't know what that means. Well, it's like, I just sat on the couch all day. So instead of like tailgating, I couch gated. Oh. Why didn't you just say, I just sat on the couch all day and watched football? I don't know. It's just, it's like that's what everybody's saying. Well, then why do you have to say it? Just because everybody else is? You want to be like everybody else? Is that what it is? I saw a commercial. They had these guys that said it was couch gating. So I thought I'd say it because it's a funny commercial. Nothing fucking aggravates me more when people are laughing at commercials. Nothing. There's 1 out of maybe 100 that are funny. Maybe 1 out of 100. And they've seen it like 6 or 7 times, and they laugh again and again. It drives me crazy. Some fucking cornball, fucking dumb commercial, and people are laughing. I'm like, what am I doing stand-up for? Maybe I'm out there fucking busting my ass, and they're laughing at this shit? Is that what I have to do? I'm not doing that. Ugh. All right, we'll get into it a little bit. I just want to give some tour dates I got coming up. Halloween weekend, October 29th through November 1st, Caroline's Comedy Club in New York City. All right, I don't do headline shows in New York City that often, so if you're in that area or whatever, coming in the city that weekend, Thursday through Sunday, Caroline's Comedy Club. I got a bunch of dates with Don Jameson and Eddie Trunk. We do these live stand-up shows and, that metal show basically live. Q Bar, North Glendale Heights, Illinois, November 6th. November 7th, the Token Lounge, Westland, Michigan. November 13th, Waiting Room, Buffalo, New York. November 14th, Palace Theater, Syracuse, New York. And then on November 28th, me and Don Jameson will be doing stand-up at Laugh It Up Comedy Club in Poughkeepsie, New York. And me and Rich Voss are doing comedy at the Treehouse Comedy Club in Westport, Connecticut, December 4th, and in New Haven, Connecticut, December 5th. Just go to my website. All the shit's up there, jimflorentine.com, whatever. And Boca, January 8th and 9th, the Black Box Boca Comedy Club, or whatever the fuck it's called. Get down to Florida. See Gary from Florida. All right. Slang words. I don't like when people change a word. Like, you know, it's going to be a curse, so they say a different word to kind of like, you know, soften it up. Someone was telling me that this family, instead of, you know, these sisters, they sit around talking about their family. Instead of saying the damn family, they say fam-damly. That fam-damly of ours. What does that mean? Well, instead of saying damn family, I say fam-damly. All right, well, who would be mad if you said that damn family of ours? How is that derogatory in any way? Ugh, you imagine hanging out with those people? Yeah, my fam-damly. I might couchgate this weekend. I'm not sure. The weather's, the fall and the winter's coming up, so you're gonna get a lot of winter shit. Because according to this was on the Weather Channel, if it's fall, which it is in October right now, and then it also snows, because it's really not supposed to snow in the fall, even though it is. It snowed in the fall before. What is winter, December 21st? You tell me it's never fucking snowed before then? Anywhere? Okay? It starts, you know, on Halloween it could snow. A week before. In the states and areas that got snow. We got it before. December 21st. But the Weather Channel has to be cute, like it's never happened before, and it's like, you know, it's outrageous. They say it's snowing, and in the fall, they call it finter. You get it? Because it's the fall, and then it's the winter, but it's not the winter, so why are you calling it finter? Well, because it's acting like the winter, but that's what it's supposed to do. Well, it's finter out there. 3 inches of snow in New York City the first week of November. That's kind of strange. No, it's not. It's not strange at all. Shit's been happening a long, long time. It's finter time. Please just start calling everybody out on these. Anything that gets under your skin. Because if you play dumb, they don't think you're fucking with them. That's the key. I do that constantly. I'm at the cashier at a store. They're like, you have your a rewards card? I'm like, huh? Sir, you have a rewards card? What do you mean? You talking to me? Yes. You have your rewards card. I go, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a thing if you spend money. I go, spend money here, you could pay points. I'm like, I live in Florida. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, they have Best Buys in Florida too. No, they don't actually. I've been. You sure? Yeah, I've been living down there for like 25 years. I drive up and down. That's what I do. I drive for a living. I look at it like every store. I'm always curious, and I've never seen one. And they don't think you're being an asshole. You do it with a straight face. Because they're not even listening. They just program to fucking blurt shit out. You have a club card with us, sir? Huh? You have a club card? I don't know what that is. Well, it's a thing you could save every time you swipe it. You could save money if you spend enough. Oh, okay. And then they go, well, do you have one? I go, I didn't even know what it was. How would I have one? I just told you I don't ever heard of it before. So how the fuck would I have one? But if you don't smile and fucking play it as a joke, it works every time. So when people come up and say shit like, it's finter out today, I just go, well, I don't know what you mean. Well, because it's the fall and it's snowing. So how'd you get finter out of that? Well, because I just put I put an F for fall over winter, and it's finter. Oh. Why don't you just say it's snowing in the fall? I don't know. I just, that's what you have to do. Try to do it with a straight face. Sometimes it's tough. I'm good. I'm a master at fucking with people and keeping a straight face. Because it just belittles them and it just makes them feel like shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, that is kind of fucking corny. You do it like that. And then you can go, yeah, well, this weekend we went glamping. Me and the wife went glamping. And then you just go, well, what do you mean? What is that? Well, we went camping, but it wasn't really camping because we stayed in our RV. We didn't actually sleep in the tents, and we had a heater in there and everything, and we had a stove, so it wasn't really camping. So we, what? So how do you get glamping out of that? Well, because it's like I don't even know, but that's what people call it. Like it's not really camping. You're not really like just laying on the dirt in a tent. We were like spoiled. Well, why'd you go in the first place then? Why don't you just fucking stay at home? I don't know. The wife we called it glamp. That's what people call it now. What people? I never met anybody. This is the first time I ever heard of it. This is the first time ever in my life. I've been on this planet for 43 years. I never heard the word glamping. So what do you mean everybody's saying it? People are saying it now. Who? What people? Tell me. I've never met them. Never heard of it. You're the first asshole that ever used the word glamping. They're probably not going to be your friend after you say that to them. But do you need that? Do you? You really don't. I love everything about the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know if we went over this before. It doesn't really matter. We'll do it again. I like it. They got a lot of bad guys on the team. People hate them, which makes me like them. Marshawn Lynch doesn't talk to the press. I like all of that. Pete Carroll doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They got a great defense. Well, not so much this year, but their fans with that the 12th man shit and all that. Look, you want to go to a game, make a lot of noise. That's fucking great. That's what you should do. Try to get the, opposing offense. They can't hear signals, whatever, get them all nervous because you're going fucking crazy. I'm all for it. You're spending enough money at a sporting event, go for it. All right, but there's just too many things that Seahawk, the 12th man, that's the fans in the stand. They're called the 12th man because there's 11 people on the field, 11 football players. So they're the 12th one. So they call themselves the 12th. We're the 12th man. And then they got into I think you take a picture of yourself in a Seahawks shirt and they call it a 12-fee. Yeah, you heard me. They call it a 12-fee. All right, I like Seattle. I do. I love that you fans fucking sit out there in the rain and the cold and scream your fucking heads off and make a ton of noise. All right, but you're not the 12th man. I don't like anyone that has a name for their fans or their fucking fan club or all that shit. That's why I was never in the Kiss Army growing up, the rock band Kiss. Beyonce's fans are called Bay Hives because they call her Bay, Beyonce, and Hives. They're the Bay Hives. I don't fucking like any of that. It's fucking corny. I don't want any part of that shit. The only one that had like a unique one when I was younger, when I was a kid, I used to go see Twisted Sister in the clubs at like 15. I would sneak in. They would do like 4 sets a night. It was fucking great. I would sneak in and watch them, and their fans were called sick motherfuckers, which as a 15-year-old fucking years ago was like, all right, that's cool. Nobody, you weren't even supposed to say curses then. People are like, oh, don't say fuck. Now nobody gives a shit. And they had like a card, I guess like a fucking credit card, a plastic card, SMF. And you were like a sick motherfucker. I never had the card, but I didn't mind that. When you're called a sick motherfucker, that's not that corny. I could see it in a way, yeah, your fan club with a sick motherfuckers, okay, but at least it wasn't, I'm the kid army. I'm the 12th man. Yeah, we're the 12th man. Yeah, you're not the 12th man, okay? The Seahawks are 2-4 right now. They've blown fucking 4 fourth-quarter leads. Okay, their defense. If you were the 12th man, why didn't you run on the field and cover that fucking guy that was wide open? All right? You didn't. You could use the 12th man on defense. Your defense has been sucking fucking late in the game. You've been blowing leads left and right. Where's the 12th man? I don't see you. I don't see you on the field. You're some fucking drunk in the crowd drinking your fucking craft beer because you live in Seattle and you can't drink fucking Budweiser. No, I got to have my Moon over my hammy, Beyonce, pumpkin, ale. Yeah, I got to drink that. That tastes good. That's what you're doing. You're just sitting there making a lot of noise in the stand with a fucking dumb sports jersey on. You're not the 12th man. Run out on the field. Seriously, catch that guy. Guy's returning their kickoff. Why don't you fucking dive at his knees? You're the 12th man. Where are you? You're not the 12th man. You're just a fucking guy that likes the Seahawks and likes football and roots for his home team. That's all you are. All right, stop calling you the fans. Stop. We're the 12th man. You're not. You make a lot of noise. Good for you. You sit there in the fucking rain and the cold and the dampness. I admire that. I wouldn't do that. And you scream your fucking heads off. That's it. But you're not the 12th man. They got so many fucking other words for the... Yeah, I don't know. Just enough. Do we really need this shit? Do we have to? What else do we got from the Seahawks? We are the 12s. They call themselves, too, the 12 Nation. 12 Hawks. I don't like nations. Red Sox Nation. Met Nation. You're not a nation. You're just a bunch of fucking guys that watch sports. You're not anywhere near. I'm part of Red Sox. I'm part of Red Sox Nation. If some team came up with that fucking corny thing, then come up with your own shit, okay? I think the Red Sox were the first one to come up with Red Sox Nation, which fucking stinks. All right? Then everybody else has the 12 Nation. No, you heard that from the Red Sox. You're not. You're fucking sitting there drenched, screaming at your defense that just let up another fucking touchdown and lost the game for you. All right? There's nothing about nation about you. Ugh. I hate the whole gate stuff. Anything that's, some kind of scandal is a gate. Because it started with Watergate back in the 70s, so now everything has to be a gate. I don't like that. The press just runs with that. Somebody comes up with it. Tom Brady let some air out of his balls. Deflate gate. Oh, they were filming other teams. His spy gate. Ugh. All right. With your fucking gate shit. Ugh. This one's been around a while, and I don't like it. The fashion police. Because they tell you if it's something that's in style or not. We're the fashion police. And we don't like what you're wearing. I don't give a fuck. I didn't think of you before I put my outfit on. Just know that. That's what people have to realize. But the fashion police probably wasn't at your house when you got dressed tonight. No, they weren't. No, I was the only one in my house. Why would they be there? I don't even know these people. Seriously, why would anyone put any thought in of what they're wearing that night? You know, if you're a guy and you're going on a date with a chick and you're like, all right, you know what? Let me put this on. She might like this outfit. Maybe I could bang her. Or whatever. You know, but more than like 2 or 3 minutes? Does it really matter? I mean, people actually put thought. Well, look, girls got to do it. Because they got every other girl's just fucking ready to rip them apart and tear them down and talk behind their back and are catty. So they got to fucking put up an image like, oh, I don't want everyone talking about me. I get it. That's how fucking most girls are. As soon as you walk away from it, I would never wear that. I wouldn't wear that to some place like this. Yeah, well, you're not them. Okay? They didn't think of you before they put the outfit on. They don't give a fuck about you. Why are you worried about them? It's such an easier life if you just go, you get out of the shower, you got about 7 minutes before you get out the door, and you just open a drawer and you fucking, underwear, socks. All right, let me get some jeans. All right, just I'll wear these. It's what time? Oh, it's gonna be fucking 80 degrees out tonight. I just need a t-shirt. I'll wear this one. Throw it on, and you're out the door. It's such an easier life. You don't have to worry about any of that bullshit. There's enough things to worry about. That's what I do 98% of the time. Oh, yeah, it's okay. What is it? It's going to be like 45 tonight. I probably should wear a long sleeve. All right. I'll wear this one. Perfect. All right. Gone. Goodbye. Done. I don't worry about the fashion police. What are they going to say? I don't give a fuck. I don't dress for strangers. Nobody should. Is it comfortable for you? Are you comfortable wearing it? Do you like wearing it? Then just fucking put it on. Don't worry about what anyone else is thinking. Who gives a shit? I'm the fashion police. Can you believe he's wearing that? Always like the guy that goes to a party and his chick has to, make fun of him. Yeah, well, I didn't dress him. Yeah, because you know why you didn't dress him? Because he's a fucking grown-up and he can think for himself. That's why. Could you just wear this for me? Fucking hate dressing up. Worst. Oof. Yeah, this one's been around, though. I've heard it before, and I forgot about it. And a guy sent me an email when someone was asking for a social security number, like if you're doing taxes or whatever. What's your soch? Oh, that just makes me fucking cringe, that word. What's your soch? All right, I need your soch. Soch? Ugh. Some douche behind a desk in a fucking button down with a fucking stupid tie on in his business suit. Okay, I need your sauce. Oh. That just makes my fucking skin crawl. What's your sauce? We got to put our sauce down. What is it again? What's your sauce? Because I need it for the hospital. It's nothing. Put a fake one down. I ain't fucking paying the bill anyway. Who gives a shit? I think I've gone over this one again, but it deserves going over again because I'm hearing it more and more. Is the whole hangry. Somebody's hungry. So they get angry because they're cranky because they haven't ate, which has been going, that's normal. I get like that too. But they go, he's hangry. I'm hangry. Somebody did that recently to me, and he's like, yeah, I'm hangry. I'm like, what is that? Well, he's hungry. He's angry because he's hungry, so he's cranky. So just say hangry. I'm like, hangry? I don't get it. Why wouldn't you just say, yeah, he's a little cranky. He hasn't ate in a while. I don't know. That took about 1 second longer. Maybe a second and a half than hangry. Could I just say that? Yeah, it means the same thing. I'm so hangry. Ugh. Call people out on that one, too. Call them out. What do you mean? But what? And then, you know what? Dig even deeper on that one. I'm hangry. What is that? What the fuck is that? Huh? I don't know what that is. Never heard it. But on this earth, 37 years now. Never heard that. What does that mean? Well, it's like, when you're hungry and you're angry. So they call it hangry. Oh, great. So why are you so angry? Why are you so hungry? Well, I didn't eat this morning. Well, whose fucking fault is that? So now I got to hear your fucking bullshit slang. Why didn't you eat? Well, I woke up late. I don't know. I just didn't feel like it. Okay. Great. So it's all your fault that you're angry and you're hungry. Why don't you bring a fucking Cliff Bar with you? Stick it in your fucking bag. Maybe eat it to hold yourself over till you can eat lunch. You ever think of that? You're a fucking grown man. Never thought of that, huh? Never? Couldn't bring some kind of fucking, whatever, power bar, protein bar, some shit like that, huh? Nobody's ever done that before, right? Hey, I'm kind of hungry, not going to eat till 12:30. Let me eat this fucking Cliff Bar at 11 o'clock. Hold me over. Oh, I never heard this one, and this has got to be brutal, and I'm sure a lot of parents are using it. Is when like a teenager never stops looking at their phone screen. They're constantly looking at their phone. They call them a screenager. Oh. Oh. A screenager. Ugh. Oh. I've told you before, that's my worst fear about being a parent is listening to this fucking nonsense. I've never had to listen to it before. Never had a kid. Wasn't in that world. Wasn't around this fucking bullshit. Barely heard anything about kids. And now I'm going to be around other parents, and they're going to be using shit like this, and it's going to fucking drive me nuts. And I'm going to call them out, and they're going to go, what the fuck's wrong with him, man? Never heard that before. Screenager? Where would I hear that? Tell me exactly where. Oh, yeah. Just did a whole article on MSN.com. I don't read that fucking garbage. But it was one on Huffington Post. Yeah, great. Great. That's what I read. Huffington Post. That's where I get my news from. I get Huffington. That's where I get my news. I like to have my coffee and then get my news from Huffington Post. Did you ever notice on Huffington Post? I read it for like a week. How many articles there are about gay people. Just scroll down one day. Every like third article is about someone that's gay, some kind of gay marriage. This woman doesn't like gay people. This gay guy came out and he's a hero at his high school. There's a gay high school football player. There's gay rights, and this company doesn't like gay people, and they donated to a fucking anti-gay establishment. Look, every fucking third or fourth article is like that. It's unbelievable. And I'm like, I'm done. I've had enough. I can't read any more of this shit. If some person doesn't like gay people, it's not going to affect me. I'm not going to think that they're an asshole. They just don't like them. There's nothing to do with me. Nothing. They haven't come around on. They haven't came around on it. They got their old school views, and that's it. I don't give a shit. They're not ignorant. They're not stupid. That's just not their thing. So what? Respect their decision. As long as they're not going around beating up gay people, who gives a fuck? That's where you draw the line. You don't bully them. You don't beat them up. Just, that's not for me. I don't approve of that lifestyle. All right, yeah, well, fine. Fair enough. Okay, who gives a shit? That's all that is just worrying about what other people are thinking. I could probably do a more mainstream podcast, but I don't give a shit. I love that people come up to me after my comedy shows and go, dude, man, I love listening to your podcast on Monday morning. It gets me through my fucking beginning of my shit week, the anger and rage. I love it because I feel just the way you do, but I just can't express it at my work because I'll lose my job or whatever. So I just love listening to this because everything you say reminds me of the things I think. I love hearing that shit. And if it's only 5 people that say it, that's fucking great. That's perfect. I'm not trying to get every person. Imagine how shitty my podcast would be if I'd want everybody to listen to. Imagine every Monday morning, the whole family, the 7-year-old girl, the 10-year-old son, and the corny parents sit around and listen to my podcast. You know how awful that would be? No. I just want to appeal to people that fucking understand this rage and are fucking aggravated by it too. When someone's walking around going, I'm hangry. She's a screenager. I never heard this one, and this fucking is brutal beyond belief. Netflix. Yeah, we what's the thing they say? We binged on. I binge watched on Netflix. Fucking hate that. I binge watched this weekend on Netflix. I binge watched my TV show this week. Go fuck yourself. Good for you. Good for you that you had 10 straight hours to just sit there in front of the TV. Wow. You're fucking awesome. I wish I had that time. I binge watched my show. Ugh. But I guess there's a thing where if you watch like, a bunch of movies for a long time, like say you spend like 8 hours or so watching bad movies, people call it Regretflix. Instead of Netflix, because you spend 8 hours watching bad movies, Regretflix. Oh. Can you imagine somebody saying that to you? Yeah. Dude, I have total Regretflix. I spent the entire night watching terrible made-for-TV movies. What? You were on Netflix? No. I have Regretflix. What is that? No, because I watch like bad movies for 8 straight hours. So, I regret spending that time doing it. Well, why'd you do it then if they were bad? I couldn't stop watching. Yes, you could have. Why would you spend 8 hours watching bad movies? I never sit there and go, I got to watch this. Is so bad. I got to watch this. Why would I waste my time on that? I watch it every time it's on, even though it's a bad movie. I can't stop watching. That's what you do? I got Regretflix. Oh. Why would you put yourself through that torture? If you don't like it and you know it's a bad movie and you don't find it entertaining at all, why would you sit there and watch it hours on end? Why wouldn't you watch something that you like? That's no fun. Yeah, it is. I guess there's a thing where it's healthy food that is good for you but tastes horrible. And you say, ootricious? Ooh, tricious. I don't even want to spend time on that one. It's so fucking bad. I don't even know what to say to that. Drink your green smoothie. It's nutritious, but it's good for you. This one's been around a while. And yeah, you know what? Someone sent it to me, and it did fucking irk me. I don't like it either. When you sit with like a financial planner or something like that, you're talking about your retirement and savings. And then someone says, you have to build a nest egg. Ugh. You have to build a nest egg. You want a nice nest egg for the future. Okay, so I put money away. It's like a nest egg. So that's where to keep the eggs. So you just put it in there. Is that what that means? Look, I'm looking at your all your stocks and all your shit and all your money and stuff like that in your bank. You got a nice nest egg for the future. Ugh. That's that same douche behind the desk. What's your soch? So we can start working on your nest egg. That's when you just got to grab the guy by the tie across the fucking table and just start strangling him. Just choke him and go, I'm out. You walk out of his office, secretary, what's going on? Where are you going? Yeah, he just said, he wanted my soch to look at my nest egg, and I fucking choked him out. I choked him out like a UFC fighter. He's laying on the fucking floor. Go wake him up and tell him never use fucking nest egg or soch again. Or I'll fucking put a pillow over his face until he stops breathing.